Alex-Murdaugh, convicted of murdering his wife and son in March. Now his lawyers say potential jury tampering might warrant another trial. They allege wrongdoing by Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill with the jury. Hill also wrote a book about that trial. Our Sam Perez is here tonight to explain what this process of getting a new trial might look like. Sam?
On Tuesday, Murdaugh's attorneys announced they're filing the motion because of Article 7 in the state code of laws, which says an elected official cannot use their position for economic gain.
The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant, indictment for murder, guilty.
It's the decision reached during a 6-week trial that Alex-Murdaugh's defense team wants to redo.
When jurors receive private communications outside the confines of a public courtroom, the Sixth Amendment is violated and numerous other constitutional rights are violated. And that's not Jim Griffin on the law. That is the law of the land. Attorneys Jim Griffin, Dick Harpootlian, and Philip Barber filed a motion with the South Carolina Court of Appeals. In the document, they say Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill tampered with the jury by speaking with them in private, rushing them during deliberations, and warning them before Murdaugh testified in his own defense. We never considered the likelihood, as reported to us by the jurors, that the clerk of court would go in to the sanctity of the jury room before he testified and tell the jurors, don't be fooled by his testimony, watch out for his body language, and that is what the sworn testimony that we have filed in court today says. And if that is true, which we have every reason to believe that it is, and no reason to believe that it's not, there's no choice but the courts to grant a new trial.
These claims came to light after the defense says Hill came out with her book detailing her role during the trial. Attorney Alex Postic is not related to this case at all, but did share his opinion on the frequency that motions like this are granted.
I've never seen it happen. I'm sure it has, but I just have never seen it.
But Griffin says,
I'm very optimistic that ultimately we will get a new trial. How long that'll take, I don't know.
To get that answer, I reached out to the South Carolina Court of Appeals, which says that the Attorney General's office has 10 days to respond to the motion. Once the state files a return, the court says Murdaugh's team will have 5 days to file a reply. Then, the motion will be ready for the court's review. At that point, the representative from the court says there is no timeline for how long the court will take to decide on the motion, or when a potential new trial could take place if the motion is granted. Reporting in studio, Sam Perez, News 19 WLTX.
All right, Sam, thank you. Now, the State Attorney General's office says they are reviewing the motion and will respond through the legal process at a later date.
During the press conference, Murdaugh's attorneys mentioned that Hill had written a book and claimed she was trying to profit off of the trial. Becky Hill's job as clerk of court was making sure that the trial ran smoothly. Legally, Hill has the right to write a book. So far, she's not commented on the allegations from Murdaugh's attorneys. And the